One proposal to build a new apartment complex on Chattanooga Southside is sparking some controversy. Good evening. I'm Latricia Thomas.
And I'm Joshua. The apartments would be built on Cowart Street, just off of Market Street. Catherine Marchea joins us now with the reason for the opposition. Catherine.
Josh, Latricia, currently there's a limit on the height of the building. They can be a maximum of 4 stories, but the developer is asking City Council to lift that limit and allow them to build 7 stories, and several people aren't happy about it. Right now, the 1200 block of Cowart Street is a parking lot. Developers hope to transform it into a 140-unit apartment building. But Mike Price of MAP Engineers says to do that, 7 stories are necessary, not just the 4 currently permitted.
When you start adding up the cost just to do 4 stories, you would be limiting yourself to, say, roughly 85, 90 units at the most. That doesn't have enough ability to pay for what that cost to construct it.
But a number of people say a 7-story building doesn't fit in with the neighborhood. Thomas Johnson has been restoring old buildings in the area since 1989, specifically in the Main and Market Street Historic District. He's not opposed to a new apartment complex, but doesn't like the idea of one that's 7 stories tall.
And when you come down Market Street, you know, it's quite pleasing to see the buildings being the same height. Well, all of a sudden we're going to have a 7-story, building right here next to all these other historic properties, and it's just going to be way out of scale.
Today, he's hand-delivering a letter to City Council asking that they deny the developer's request for a 7-story building.
The project would destroy the character of the Southside neighborhood, which has been a vital part of the rebirth of the downtown Chattanooga.
But Price says that's not the case, and a building with more room will bring a lot of people to the area.
It's a beautiful building. It fits in terms of scale for the downtown area. You can bring residents to the downtown area, which again is what the whole goal of so many people is to make downtown vibrant again.
Price also argues that the scale of the building is appropriate compared to the Chattanooga Hotel and the TVA building, which are both nearby, but the Planning Commission has recommended to the City Council that they deny the request for a 7-story building. Josh?
Catherine, thank you. City Council will vote tomorrow on whether to lift the height restriction. If it passes, it will be a couple of years before the building is actually completed.